Initially, I had planned written text for all the effects that I was about to share with you. However, I think you'll benefit greatly from watching a personal videotape, and that's what this is all about. This is the effects portion of my lecture. Hi there. In order to perform this effect, which I call what? I call it what because that is exactly what people say when they see this effect. You are going to need three things. A good sharp pair of scissors, about a 6-foot piece of rope, and a gimmick that fits in your waist and into your waistband, or in my case underneath my cummerbund. I'll show you the placement of it. It goes underneath the cummerbund. There are 2 knots at the end of it. This will help facilitate grabbing the ends when you need to. And I'll run through the routine and you'll understand where you need to do this as we explain. The first part of the routine was inspired by Daryl Martinez's rope routine. Basic cut and restored rope where the ends are taken off, continuous circling the whole bit. I won't explain the cut and restore rope in depth. I'll show you the moves. You bring down what appears to be the center and bring it up. Grab a little bit of rope and pull up the rest of the loop. It should look like this, like you're taking the center and bringing it up. You cut the rope. You let the 2 long ends drop. So you end up with a loop up here, 2 long ends here. For the audience, you now look like this. And we're going to do a thing called the flash restoration, which is you take any end, either end, bring it up, grab, and follow down with your dominant hand, which is holding the longer part of the rope, and restore apparently the rope. Now you're going to take the ends and remove them magically by doing this. How can I explain this? You're going to take and switch this piece for this piece. You're going to twirl this around, and while you're doing that, you're going to just grab this long piece and display in this fashion. So you can see it like this. Now because now you've got this being held like that, you can now take the small piece, slide it all the way down, show it, display it, drop it to the table, and give this illusion of this continuous loop. All I'm really doing is sliding my right hand down the rope, but it gives a terrific illusion for your audience of one continuous length of rope. You place the ends back on. Again, you reverse that same process. Let me show you one more time. You place the ends back on by doing this. Here. And you twirl them. Now you're going to cause the ends to change places. Look at your audience. You're going to do this, but what you've really done is cause the ends to apparently be in one place, and they're not. You're going to clip here, twirl this up, and again switch places here, and slide your hand all the way down. So now I have this in my hand, and this is what the audience is seeing. These ends will now go in the pocket. You make a gesture. The ends have apparently switched places. At this point, I'll hand the rope to the audience, let them examine it, and then I'll take it back and do a basic cut and restored rope. It's just like we did before, except the basic cut and restored rope trick works like this. You actually cut and tie a knot. Instead of switching the ends, you actually tie the knot. You cut close here, and you slide the knot off the rope. The reason I'm doing this is I'm conditioning them to believe that the next phase, they will mimic exactly what I've just done. They've seen it restored. I've cut it into two, tied it into a knot, tied a knot and slid it all the way off. I hand it to them. They cut the rope. Again, they tie. This is really cut this time. Incidentally, I should have told you that when you're putting these away, when you're clearing off the table, you want to hold back the knot. Keep it in your hand. Now, they're busy cutting. They've cut the rope. They've tied the knot. They've trimmed off the ends. And everything's copacetic. Everything is exactly like you did before, except you are holding a knot, and you're going to take back the rope, the one that they've just cut, and you're going to do this. You're going to gather up a little bit of rope by, let's see, how would I say this? Clip the end, go down halfway. What you want to do is bunch up a little bit of rope like that, because now you're going to create the illusion that that knot is sliding just like I slid it off. You go like this. Good illusion. Now, the right hand with the knot comes up. The left hand covers the knot, but the right hand continues this journey downward and lets them see what apparently not is there. Does that make sense? It does to me. In reality, you've covered the knot, slid the knot down, and you put this away. They think the trick is over. You're going to show both ends of the rope. Actually, what you're doing is, again, covering the ends, sliding it down, and these three fingers are actually covering the knot. Okay? Now you're going to take it behind your back and you're going to untie this knot like this. Okay? But this is done behind your back. So behind your back like this. Now you're going to grab those two knots that you've placed before, and you're going to pull the gimmick out of your waist. It will give the illusion that you've just pulled the rope through your body. That was called Miser's Dream. In effect, you have to have a piece of flash paper to do my routine. You don't need it to do other routines. But this is my routine, and that's what you're learning. So, piece of flash paper in a convenient place. I place mine in my vest pocket, along with a lighter. I should walk up to a table usually, and I hand out a piece of flash paper. They don't know who you are yet, so you have to establish yourself as the house magician. I hand this to them. They look at it. I go like this, which usually lets them know something about this to happen. I go down into my pocket and I classic palm one of the coins that you have in your pocket. There are 13 coins in my pocket, and they are all silver dollar size palming coins. I classic palm one of them. I grab for the paper. As I grab for the paper, I let the classic palm coin fall down into my fingertips. And then I grab it or clip it like this. And I grab at the flash paper. I show my hand empty. I reach inside my pocket again and grab a lighter. I light it, and I produce the coin. So when the flash paper is lit about halfway down, you pop up the coin like this. Okay? Now you're going to walk it across the knuckles, do a fingertip retention vanish, show it empty, gesture to the knee. I put the coin at the fingertips again, pull a little bit over the pant leg, pull a little material over the coin, and hide the coin, pull away, and expose the coin. Again, looks like this, a little rhythm this time. And I do kind of a half shuttle pass. What I'm going to do is pretend like I'm tossing the coin in my right hand to put it in my pocket. Actually, I retain the coin. And it's in here in my left fingertip palm. And I reach inside my pocket and grab as many coins as I can and classic palm them. Usually that's, let's see, 7. 7 coins. Now this is a series of shuttle passes. They're very easy to do. A shuttle pass is pretending that you're tossing the coin from one hand to one hand when actually you're retaining one coin and bringing out another coin into view. So I've now got 7 coins classic palmed with 1 dropped into my fingertips. Show the coin, shuttle pass it, drop it to the table, produce another coin, shuttle pass it. Now you want to break up that monotony or that continuity by producing one with the right hand, okay, and then shuttle passing for another coin, maybe over here. This all changes with my mood. Then you notice that there's one over in somebody's ear. You reach forward with this one. You take it out of the ear, shuttle pass it again, reach back forward. Now it's important in a busy restaurant where you're working that if you don't have the ability to talk, you need to act like this is a very important coin. So you're going to, again, do a half shuttle pass and go for the rest of your coins while you produce this one out here. Now you're going to gesture down here towards your knee and repeat the first sequence. Again here. And then you're going to stare at their nose, walk over with the rest of the coins that are classic palmed, touch the bridge of their nose, and let the coins fall. Now for the sequence, I feel like I need to give you a better explanation of what's actually happening when I shuttle past the coins. As I go from here to here, my right hand is doing something. My right hand is taking one coin off and finger palming it. So I don't know if you can see this or not, if I can actually expose this, but I've just produced this coin over here. The right hand is now coming up here and getting ready for the shuttle pass. So I'm going to go like this, produce, again, produce. This is basically what I'm doing. I think that should probably get you there. Enjoy doing that. Called Miser's Dream. All right, the instruction part of the Tearable Trick napkin. Very simple. You need 3 napkins. One that you opened up and crumple into a ball, then place it in your right pocket, right about up here. Okay? That'll make sure that it stays there and it won't get in the way of your Miser's Dream trick, if you decide to do it. You walk up to a table. It's another opener. Walk up to a table and hand a cocktail napkin to one of these spectators. You don't really need to say anything. This is all done in mime. It's a very busy, if you're in a very busy place, but if you choose to say something, there's a lot of byplay you can do with this. You open up your napkin like so. Now, I try to open up my napkin knowing that the grain goes up and down. The spectator won't know this. A certain percentage of the time, they'll go against the grain, and it'll just be very funny because against the grain, the napkin tears off in little corners. Me knowing that there is grain to it, I get an nice even tear. Okay? Then I have them do the same thing. And I give them a little applause gesture. This is letting them know that whatever they do, whatever I do, I'd like them to do, and they're getting rewarded for it. Then I do it again. And I usually, because I've conditioned them to believe that when I tear the napkin, I'm tearing all the way, I'll tear a little bit faster, but not all the way. They'll assume that they've torn all the way, like you saw before. Go ahead. Okay, she tore it all the way this time, which is exactly what she's supposed to do. But then I make a little gesture. Oh, excuse me. While they're doing that, I'm acting like I'm waiting. And I'm acting like I'm waiting by placing my hand in my pocket. I'm grabbing out the little piece, the extra piece. They tear theirs. All the audience's eyes are on them. I can easily come out now with the extra completed piece and add it to mine. They tear theirs, I go, I look like this. They usually go, oops, and they want to grab for another napkin. I stop them and I continue to tear mine. Then I place all of them together, and I'm doing the same thing with them. I let them know that I'd like to tear it in half one more time. I gather all the pieces and lay them in my left hand. At the same time, I get a little bit closer because it's going to be important to get closer to switch their torn pieces for this piece here. So I place my right hand on their shoulder, which will cover the angles for all these people, and I roll it into a ball, and I make them do the same thing. I gesture like this, into a ball. Okay, now, just as before, her hands are a little bit too far apart for me, so I'm going to scoot it over here first. Then I'm going to make this gesture. I'm going to, without saying anything, I want them to make them feel like they need to do exactly what I do. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go like this. They will look up, but at the same time, I'm going to switch balls, and I thumb palm this one over, and I take their hand and put it on top of it. So they are going to, in turn, bring up their hand like this, just like I've gestured them to do. When we do that, we go like this. The rest is just acting. I pretend like I'm about to restore mine. And, oops, not really, but oops. And do as much byplay as you want. Finally get to the point where you say, you try yours, they open theirs. Everybody at the table will be astounded because they didn't see anything happen, and she'll be astounded because she restored a napkin and I failed. They'll love you for this. What I'm about to do is an effect that I developed. I call it the world's oldest card trick. When you do have an opportunity to lay at least something on a crowded table, I always lay a cocktail napkin down and use it for a little pad. I find somebody who's not busy. Are you busy? No. Good. They select a card. Please, if you would, take a card. Anyone at all. All right. Share it with your friends. Share it with the camera. All right. And if you'd be so kind as to place it anywhere you like. All right. Have you seen this trick? No. You haven't? Well, this ought to be pretty easy. You've probably seen this trick. Was your card a joker?
No.
Great. You know, I'm really much better with coin tricks. I've got this great coin trick that works with one coin. Actually, it works with two. It really works with 3 coins. I use this one and these 2. Watch, when I shake that coin, it disappears. So guys, be careful what you shake. Could disappear. That leaves 2, this one here and this one here. You just give a magic wave of the coin, that one disappears. This one next. Gone. Thank you. Thank you. They reappear here. Number 1, number 2, and remember number 3. It was under the joker. Look, I'll do it 2 more times. I use this one and that one. Again, a shake, it disappears. Just in case you're wondering, here it is, right there. Here's the 3rd one. Listen to it go. Did you hear it? Yes. Right through the deck and underneath the joker. Now, sometimes jokers are wild. Was that your card?
Yes, it is.
World's oldest card trick. Really simple. The idea is you want to convey that this is going to be an old trick that everybody has seen it. As a matter of fact, you want to get so bold as to physically count cards and do everything that I was doing during the performance. But this is the teach-in, so this is where we need to be. You need to classic palm 3 coins. And you need to have a card selected. I always choose somebody to my left because as I am fanning out the cards, the classic palm coins are hidden by the fan. Okay, and this also can be done relatively surrounded just by angling the cards in a position where you need to. Card is selected. Oh, you also need to have a joker in your deck. There is one of this. So a card is selected. In this case, we'll use the 2 of diamonds. You have them share the card with the audience, and you say, place them 13, 14, 15, 16. You're going to whisper 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards to yourself, just to let them hear it. You'll get a chuckle because everybody used to do that trick. They place the 2 of diamonds back. You stare blatantly at the bottom card, and you just put it to the bottom. This will go unnoticed because everybody used to do this trick. They'd stare at a bottom card or count out cards. You're just trying to convey that this is a really old trick. So you go through and you pull out the joker. Now remember, at this point, the 2 of diamonds, their card is now on the top. Okay? You go through and pull out the joker. And you say to them, was your card a joker? As you do this, your right hand will drop 1 coin down from classic palm, and you display the joker thusly. Was your card a joker? They say no. You go, you know, I'm really much better with coin tricks. You set everything down. Now you're going to be getting a sequence where you're going to show 3 coins, but you only have 2. First one is finger palm, pant leg. So the first one, you shuttle pass for an extra coin that was in your palm. Produce this first coin. Then you're going to friction palm the one of the 2 coins and produce a third coin. You're going to take the now produced coin and click it against the single coin in your hand, saying, I have 1, 2, 3 coins. Lay them down, pretend you still got this one, and make it disappear. Number 2, a modification of a French drop done at the fingertips. Say 1, pick up number 2, make it disappear. Do a retention vanish with your last coin. 3, and immediately go back down to your knee and say, that's 1, 2, and the third coin. Repeat the same sequence, except you're not going to produce the third coin from the elbow. You're going to reach down here. You go like this, and then produce the third coin, loading the second coin. You pop the left coin up. You say, watch, I'll do it 2 more times with this one. I'm not actually taking the coin, I'm leaning it back into the hand and pretending to take it away. I say, I'll do it 2 more times with this one and that one. I shake this coin, it disappears, and you say, in case you're wondering, again, you're going to do the French drop, or any variation where you need to pretend to put the coin in here and reach down to show the coin here while loading that. You say, there's the second one. The third one's the tough one. You're just going to pretend you've tossed the coin into the hand, lift up the deck. You're going to make this noise with the pinky of the deck while you toss the invisible coin up in the air, comes back down, makes the noise, spread through the cards. You say it goes through the deck and underneath the joker. Expose the joker, come over, immediately do a top change. Expose the joker, immediately do a top change, count 3 cards, and you say, sometimes jokers are wild, was that your card? And that should take you through the rest of that effect. This is a little effect that you can do at any time during your routine when you have a single coin in your hand. A coin will jump, could you hold out your hand please, just like this. Close your hand. Coin will jump from this hand over to this hand, and you won't be able to catch it. Watch. It disappears from there. Show the camera. And reappears over here. And sometimes it disappears completely and reappears underneath the watch. Can you turn your wrist over there? There it is right here. The watch. Coin under watch. Real simple to do. Explanation of this trick is really simple. Anytime during your act you've got a single coin, you notice that there's a person with a wristwatch on, you can load the coin underneath their watch simply by doing a variation of a French drop, leaving it in finger palm, grabbing their wrist from the top, sliding the coin underneath the watch, turning their wrist upwards, telling them to close their hand, and I've loaded the coin underneath. Pretend that you've got the coin, place it here. They've seen the coin. I've had people think that the coin was actually here. You do this, they open their hand. Sometimes they're stunned, sometimes they think you're an idiot. You open the hand over here and it reappears there. This is all in acting. You tell them to turn over the hand, and there's the coin under the watch. Really a simple trick. Do this one, you'll like it. It's very, 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 very effective. Do it with dollar bills, cards, anything. This is a little effect that I do usually when it's crowded, usually when I don't need to say anything, because you don't need to say anything, but I call it 6 cards to pocket. Basically, here's the effect. I'll pretend there are 6 people right here, and I'll show you the cards every time. You can write them down or whatever, but they're going to be right. First one, say stop. They look at it. They look at it. Place back. The next person goes over, they say stop, look at it, okay, the next person, that's 2, We'll mix them a few times. Please, stop. That's 3. 3. Please, are you busy? That's 4. 4. Probably saw it the first time too. 5. Last one, we'll mix them up a tad. Last but not least, your next serve. All right, not yet. Got it? 6 cards, 6 different portions of the deck. Watch carefully. 6 cards, 6 different portions of the deck. The first 2 will be fairly easy. Here's what I do. I snap the fingers, shake the deck, which rockets a card over here into the pocket. I believe it's yours, sir. The 8 of clubs. That was correct. Card number 2 will start off right here. Quickly disappears, travels up the sleeve, across the chest, back down into the pocket. Did you, sir, select the 9 of hearts? No? Good, because that's the jack of spades. That's 2. And what was yours, ma'am? Got one over here in this pocket. That's 3. 3 down. Yours is next, sir. Watch that 3 of diamonds. I give it a shake. It changes to the king of spades. That's 4. Yours is coming up next, man. Ma'am, coming up next. Watch carefully. That's 5. Yours was the 6 of clubs. Yours is next. I'll throw the 6 of clubs into the air. It comes back down and changes into the ace of clubs. That would be the 6 cards to pocket routine. Here's how you do it. You start from your left, go to your right, or vice versa. The first one is fair. It's a fair stop. They say stop. You show the card. And what you're going to do is you're going to have to keep the card to the top. So what I do almost every time is I'll run the cards back here a little bit and I'll pick up a break. Okay? You let one card drop, which would be their card, is now on the top. And you begin this sequence, which you could do this for the entire table, up to 10 cards if you like. You just run through the cards, and it's called a bluff something or other. I'm not an encyclopedia, so what you're going to do is you're going to run through the cards and just pick up at the break. It doesn't matter how far down they go, you just pick up at the break and you show them that card. That would be the next card to the card over here. Okay, show them that card. You come down here, you drop one card, and you go to the next person. You do the same thing. That's 3. And you can do this all night. But again, you don't want to give them a reason for suspecting that every time you show the cards going down, you pick up about the same space, so you want to cut a few times. Go back and do it again. Maybe change up a little bit. Either way, you got to keep controlling to that break. Show the next card. All right. That's 5. Last one. Please, sir. Again, say stop. Pick up at the break. Show them the card. Now you have 6 cards loaded to the top. These would be the cards. The first 2, you're going to simply palm off into the pocket. You're going to top palm the 2 into the pocket. And I use the motivation for snapping the fingers, shaking the deck, palming off the cards into the pocket. Take out the first one. Say, is that your card? They say yes. Number 2, you use by doing a thing called a rub away vanish. Don't know where it came from, but I do. Oh, expert card technique, something like that. I don't know. But a rub away vanish is simply laying a card out, showing it, and pulling it back while your hands carry the illusion that it's out here. So you go like this, rub, it disappears, travels up the sleeve, across the chest, back down into the pocket. The 8 of spades. Now, these 2 people will probably respond by laughing or whatever, because it's almost unbelievable that you get 2 in the pocket. As you're doing this, you're going to bottom palm the top card. You're turning the deck face up and you're going to bottom palm the top card for the next one. So as you turn to your right, you say, yours is next, sir. You bottom palm, hello, you bottom palm the next one into your pocket, set the deck down, you say, yours is next. Was yours the ace of hearts? He'll respond accordingly. The next one, you say yours is coming up next. You top palm this one. You only say this because you want to say coming up next. You palm it, you go up to your mouth, clip it, expose it, show it. There's 4. The next card would be you're picking up 2 cards. This would be the card here that he just selected. The next card is here. You're going to pick up 2 cards. You're going to turn the deck over on top of it, shake it, and it looks like it changes to their card. They'll respond accordingly. You put that away. Now you're going to need to get rid of this card. So what you do normally, what I do normally, this is the way of doing it. I'll say, and your card, sir, is over here. I'll palm it off and reach into the pocket. Your card actually is over here into the pocket. And they say in the negative. They say it's not the card. That's the 6 of spades, which was her card. You say, as you make the gesture of making the mistake, oops, you do a top change, and you throw the 6 of spades into the air. With rhythm, it looks like this. And your card, sir, is over here in the pocket, the 6 of spades. No, oops, which I throw into the air, and it changes to the 6 or the ace of spades, which should be their card. And that's the 6 cards to pocket. All right, this is a little effect that works with 4 cards. And I want you, the camera, to study one of them as I lay them down. Either the 10 of hearts, the 4 of diamonds, the 6 of hearts, or the king of spades. One of those cards, just think of one, concentrate on one of them. Oh, I should probably mention that I've got one of these. This is a manipulation coin. Manipulation coins are used in this business as, well, to manipulate. I'm going to take this coin. I'm going to take it and place it in the hand. It will disappear and reappear underneath the card you're about to think of. This one, this one, this one. Doesn't matter. See, I had one under each card. You see, really, folks, this is a trick that works with 4 coins, 4 cards, and they travel from here over to here. I'll do it again with this one. They seem to visibly jump from here to here. Look, there's 1, 2, 3. It's getting a little crowded. This one next. This is the last one. This is the one that people think they see travel up the sleeve, across the chest, back down the other side. Did you see it? If you didn't, I did it right, because they actually jump back to their original starting positions. There's 4 coins, 4 cards, and I don't use trick coins. No, trick coins come from the trick me, like this. They sound just like the other coins, but they're not. I keep them over here. I do use extra coins. I use this one and this one, this one and this one. I use this one and this one, this one, this one, and this one. I use all of these. 13 coins for your entertainment pleasure. To do this effect, you have to be able to classic palm first 4 coins and then 9 coins. And lay them down one at a time. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one, so bear with me. First 4 coins. As you're having them select a card, you have them take out 4 cards from the deck. You're going to transfer 1 to your left hand. So now you have 3 coins in one hand and finger palmed coin in the other. When you take back the cards, you're going to say, I want you to concentrate on one of these cards. You're going to load a coin underneath this one as you lay it down with your right hand. You're going to load a coin under the next one as you lay it down with your right hand. Now I'm dropping a coin each time. This one you're going to toss out randomly to give the illusion of that there's nothing underneath. But what's happened is you're just letting the card fly. You're going to flip this one over. Oh boy. You're letting the card fly. As you grab this, you're going to load this coin underneath, and then finally this coin over there. Now you have 4 coins underneath. And then you're going to say to your audience, oh, I should mention, I've got one more of these. Now you're going to grab all the coins, and I grab them out just like this, and you're going to lay down 1. As you go back, to give them a display, you're going to classic palm 8 of the coins. So forgive me, you guys need to classic palm 8 coins. So you're going to classic palm 8 of the coins. You're going to tell your audience that these coins, this coin is going to jump from here to underneath any one of the cards. You're doing a retention vanish, disappears, reappears. Now you want to keep in this position, you are now in finger palm position of the coin you just vanished and 8 coins up here. So you want to keep this hand close to your body because you don't want to flash any of the coins up here or that coin down here. So you gesture any of the cards at all. It doesn't really matter because they really do have one under each one. You show them that it didn't matter. You're going to pick up the coin, the cards, 3, 4, and you say this is really a trick that works with 4 cards and 4 coins. Now you're going to load it back in the upper right hand corner. You're going to load this finger palm one up back in the upper right hand corner, and you're going to drop another coin down. You're going to expose this coin while keeping this coin hidden. You're going to load it underneath the card, slide it up, hold on to it, but let the back one drop. The illusion is that you've just taken this coin and did this. In reality, you know what you've done, like this. Now, you're going to pretend to toss the coin from this hand to this hand. In reality, what's happening is just kind of riding on my ring finger, and I let them see the window of the coin. As I do that, I close my finger, which gives the illusion of a finger like it's actually dropping into the hand. I don't know why it does that, but it just looks like it is. You make it disappear, and you say it reappears under here. You're going to do the same load that you did here, put the 4 on top of the coin. You're going to pick up 2 coins, but your thumb's going to hold one of the coins. At the same time, you're going to drop this coin to expose those. And you're going to load this one back underneath. You're going to say, I'm going to make this one jump from here to here. You're going to repeat the same effect with these previous coins, except you're not going to load a coin. You're just going to pretend that you're taking the coin and tossing it into the hand. In reality, in this case, you're just holding back the coin and pretending you have the coin. You're actually reloading it underneath. You take the coin, you give it a toss. That's 3 coins. You show. You say 1, 2, 3 coins. And you're going to pretend to take this coin. You're going to use this as motivation. You're going to say, oops, it's getting a little crowded under there. So you take this, you pretend to take it, you're actually taking it back, like this. Oh, I lost the timing. And it will look like, one more time, it will look just like you're laying the coin underneath again. It should. If you do this with rhythm, it will look just like it. You come over here with the coin you just stole from here, and you do this previous actions. You go up here, let that one slide by, and now you're going to shuttle past this coin for a coin that you're going to drop into finger palm. You're going to say, this is the one that people think they see. You're going to go from here and classic palm the left coin. They think they see it travel up the sleeve. Now you're just going to let it go into finger palm, up the sleeve, across the chest, and back down the other side. At this point, they will think that you've taken the coin up and across and it disappeared on this journey around. When you lift it up, you're going to finger palm 1 coin in your right hand. Now let's pause for a second here. At this point, I have 1 classic palmed, 1 finger palmed, and 1 finger palmed in my right hand, and these have never left classic palm. So you're about to say they jump back to their original positions. What you're going to do is you're going to leave these in finger palm. You're going to lift up this one and this one, but you're going to steal away one of these coins. So you're going to go boink. Now you're going to load this and this down here. And you're going to let this left hand classic palm coin drop. This one is going to be loaded as you show the 4 coins apparently have jumped back. In reality, you've got these coins here, these coins here. They think the trick is over. You say, and I don't use trick coins. This is a trick coin, pant leg appearance. They comes off the trick knee. And you're going to shuttle past one coin for the other, saying they look just like real coins. And you're going to classic palm this one again. They sound like real coins, but I usually keep the trick coins in my pocket. You don't really put it in the pocket, you just kind of gesture. Now you've got one here and here, and 3 classic palmed here. You say, I usually keep the trick coins in my pocket. I do, however, use duplicate coins. Now you're going to go down here, your right hand, finger palm 1 in this position, and you're going to say, I do use this one and this one. You're going to load these. You're going to finger palm these 2, this one and this one. And you're going to classic palm or load the last one as you say, and I use this one and this one, this one and this one and this one. And it'll give a nice even symmetric display. Hope you can do that one. See you later.